I don't think there's any question. It was a long winter, and yeah, it's like losing the game. You lose a game, it just until you play the next one, it sits with you, and maybe it starts to clean out a little bit midweek the next week. But it's the same thing with this, and probably the best. I think John Fox said it about one of the way their season ended last year. And he said it's kind of like a scar. You know, it's healed, but you still notice it. And yeah, when you come off a tough year, certainly you just don't want to go down that road again. That's the thing. And there are no magic answers to anything or reason for quick fixes. It's about getting back to what you do and doing it better. You know, it's kind of been all right. I can't say enough about the leadership, the way that our older guys have done things, and this goes back a year and then year plus actually. The other guys have really, I think, grown a little bit and matured as the season went on. And you know, that was part of the hope there was just that they would realize there's a lot of football left and we can shape our destiny. You know, we feel good about the way the guys are working right now, the way they're thinking, and certainly the seniors that are leading us have really set a great example of how to do things. And I just hope all the young guys are paying attention and then they're willing to show that same kind of leadership. We try to be balanced, and if people are going to load it up on you, then you've got to be able to throw the ball successfully, and then vice versa the other way too. So that's kind of our goal each and every year, and it helps to be productive up front, get the guys that touch the ball, get them started a little bit. And I think we've grown there, obviously, and we came with a new quarterback this year, so we weren't quite sure how that was going to go. We were really young receiver, very inexperienced, and I think we've grown there too. And a year ago, we had a tough season. We didn't know if we had a Big Ten back on our roster. I think we have a couple now, so at least we're further down the road than we were a year ago. It reminded me of a lot of a good NFL team where they have two very good wideouts. They actually have more than that, but they have two that start. And so if you're going to tilt your coverage one way, you're going to get burnt on the other side. And then if you load up to stop the pass, they're going to run it right down your throat. So it's just look at their statistics. It kind of tells the whole story. 200 running, 265 throwing. Just tells you you're in for a tough challenge that way. And they had a potential first-round quarterback. Now they've got a guy who's threatens you in a different way. So it's going to be a challenge. And when you put on the film, they've got a lot of good players at every position. They're strong inside, quick and athletic on the outside, certainly on the perimeter. And so it's going to be they look like a really tough SEC type defense.
Does your defensive line offer challenges to your offensive line that no one else does, or is it pretty much the same?
Yeah, I think it's a combination in that they're very strong and physical inside. They've got big, strong guys, look like NFL defensive tackles, and then they've got more linear, quick guys on the outside. And so they can get the push inside there on the pass, and then try to beat you with speed and quickness on the outside. And, they're very crafty. So yeah, it's going to be a big challenge certainly for us. And, it's something hopefully we're ready to go for it. That's what we have to do. We have to play clean football. We have to play about as hard as we possibly can. And somehow, some way, we're going to have to manufacture a couple plays in there, and that's easier said than done. But that's what we're going to have to try to figure out.
They don't turn it over. They rush the football. They have wonderful play action that complements it, and they can keep the ball and move it and score. So absolutely, they won the last 3 in a row for a reason.
Les, given the way your team played in bowl game last year, how much have you thrown that at them in preparation for this, what not to do?
Well, we've also had some tremendous opportunities at bowl games, and I think there's if you look at the specifics, being able to play well for the last 2 minutes of the game and the last 4 minutes of the game was significant. And we've kind of worked on that. I think it's a completely different team. If you look at the guys, I think the defensive front certainly has improved routinely. I think the linebackers, we've kind of mixed and matched a little bit at safety, but our corners are really prepared. So I think they've improved, routinely, and with any quality team, that has to happen. If you look at the guys, I think the defensive front certainly has improved routinely. I think the linebackers, we've kind of mixed and matched a little bit at safety, but our corners are really prepared. So I think they've improved, routinely, and with any quality team, that has to happen.